All right, so we're back, and you guys recently the door, the furthest left door, opens up for you guys, and you guys feel a similar sucking feeling as if when the chest opened in the treasure vault. And then
I know that feeling.
I'm beginning to like this adventure.
Don't like this.
And you're pulled through again, and it's extremely bright. Blindingly bright for only a couple seconds, and then you hear the chirping of birds. You hear the wind blowing, and as your eyes begin to settle, as if you just walked into a super bright room, you look around, and you're in a beautiful, lush forest. The weather is immaculate. The sun is shining down on you as you stand in this clearing, and it's kind of shining down, and it just like warms your skin. But as the wind blows, it smells like honeysuckle and like wildflowers. I mean, it's like this really kind of like angelic place. And as the breeze blows, it's got a nice coolness to it, and it's kind of a fascinating and almost overwhelming sensation to like not having any, stimulation, and then all of a sudden like this. But it's comforting and welcoming.
Fucking ring
wow! Look at that! Look at that! I get sucked into a chest. Happy meadow.
This is fucking deceiving.
Are there any rivers for him to bathe in? Does he still stink?
Yeah, he's covered in bukkake goblinness.
Oh!
Are there any rivers here?
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
What is that?
6.
6.
You look around. The trees aren't super dense, but your eyes are still kind of adjusting to the area, and they are dense enough that anything really beyond like 60 feet you can't like see. Okay. You don't hear any running water, but there's obviously either a lot of rain that comes to this area, or there is a stream that feeds this area because I mean it's lush. It's very very lush. Yeah. I will say, even with a 6, as you glance around, the flora that is here, the trees and the flowers and etc., it doesn't appear the same. The trees are like kind of a different texture. The bark, instead of running vertically, is running horizontally. Mm-hmm. The flowers are very they are like HD bright and beautiful. They're like flowers you guys have never seen before. And I mean, you guys all would kind of start to pick up on this as you guys' eyes start to settle. You'd be like, I've never been to this forest, wherever we are.
Everything's just a little extra pronounced.
Yeah.
I say we take a nap.
I mean, like taking a nap. Oh, and I will say this: as you guys sit and recollect and think about this, you feel, now that you have some stimulus to kind of gauge life by, you do feel as if you've taken a long rest. So any spell that you've used, any HP, so you know that at least 8 hours went by, but you did not sleep. So it was you're all like, I'd say that it's kind of like when you fly. I mean, you guys ever flown internationally? Yeah. So after like that 12-hour flight or that 10-hour flight, and you land, and you're just like, where the fuck?
Well, they're flown internationally, but like I've done red-eye flights before, and those fuck me up bad.
So we don't have any jet lag or anything?
No, you do. I mean, I don't know that we call it jet lag per se, but it's that feeling of like, what fucking day is it? You know, like what? Where are we? What zip code am I in? You feel very disoriented.
So we played a shit ton of a video game, and we looked outside, and it's like, oh, the sun's up.
Okay. Yeah, more like you played a shit ton of video games because it was snowy outside, and you looked out and it was summertime, and you were like, oh my god!
Wow, this game was great.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. All right.
So it's Fable 2.
Who wants to go through that again?
Good God.
Not me.
I mean, that's where the gold was.
Would I roll a perception or an investigation to look for herbs and things?
Be survival, actually, yeah, because you're looking. Well, I mean, actually, for right now, go ahead and roll investigation because you're looking specifically for herbs. Go
Can I look around? I want to go with you because I have a herbalism kit, so I want to look for things that I can make as well.
Okay, so this is something that I do want to just try because it's something that I want to kind of implement to make the rolling a little bit easier. Whichever of you has the higher investigation, roll, but roll with advantage. This is going to stop from you rolling a shitty roll and then you being like, oh, don't worry, I got it. It just kind of cuts down on chatter rolls. So yeah. So go ahead, whichever you has the higher investigation, talk amongst yourselves.
I have a +3.
I have... Where am I? I have nothing, so you go.
Okay, so go ahead and roll twice and take the higher of the two, because that's to simulate her helping you look.
So the first one is 15, so it gives it an 18.
Nice.
So roll again.
Second one would make it a 10.
Take the first one.
So we're gonna go with the 18.
Okay, great. You look around and you're looking specifically for mushrooms?
Shrooms, herbs, anything that can
herbs
be
in
used
general.
to make potions, or specifically in my case, I want to smoke them.
There is a bunch of fauna here.
Dope.
Like, and a flora here. Bunch of, like, I mean, just like, amazing. I will say that you find a couple that smell very aromatic and smell like something that you could smoke.
Are we talking like skunky aromatic?
Well, there's
like
both.
fragrant.
You find specifically you find a fern that's very long. It's like a very long, wispy fern, kind of like Northwest, with these big, long palms that come off of it, and it smells amazing. Like it smells like rose almost. But then you find this other like really like beefy kind of like leafy hedge.
Almost like a cabbage type looking thing.
Yeah, like that, like kind of like big, like kind of fatty leaves that kind of lay on top of each other, and it smells like dank, like stinky, like, but more like nightshade, like more like a fungus,
like a poison,
or like
or something that would like emit spores or toxins.
Yeah, something that smells a little bit less like fragrant, aromatic, and much more dank. I'll say that.
Gotcha.
And you find those two specifically as things that you're like, this is the right texture, this is the right whatever of something that could be smoked, but you have no idea what they are. You're looking at them and you're like, I have never ever seen these things.
So since she has an herbalism kit,
is that used to test things, or is that used to like how would I use the herbalism kit? Like,
you'd be able to use your herbalism kit to synthesize or manipulate the herbs in any way. But because you also have an herbalism kit, what I'll say is roll a nature check with advantage, because you've been around herbs a lot, and this is you trying to discern based on the herbs.
No, since I'm assisting her with that, could we also?
That's why she has advantage, because this is you kind of like.
Because my nature is +3.
Yeah, mine's +2. So
okay, great. So then actually, we'll give you the advantage because we're saying that she's helping you.
Okay. So that'd be 14, and I roll again.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the higher of the two.
And
16.
then 16.
Nice, great. Okay, you recognize right away that you're looking at this, and you actually are like, oh, I bet you this one is the one to smoke, the one that smells really beautiful and aromatic. And you look at it, and as you flip it up and you look, you see that there are spore cells all along the bottom of this fern that are like mushrooms, and they are black, and they are super toxic. You are like, this is fucking super poison. You're like, okay.
Good thing I'm a healer. I still got you though.
Yeah.
This is not what I thought it was. You like upon further investigation. The other thing though, this kind of like more cabbagey, like much more like leafy thing. As you check it out and you actually really look at it, it looks more like an herb that could be consumed and smoked. It seems completely mundane as you kind of look at it. Doesn't but you think that this is something that you could potentially smoke.
I would like to smoke it, please.
Okay, so I'll say you guys take like 10 minutes, you sit down, you chop it, and it has to dry. So you'd have to take the time to dry it. So you guys can take some time and let that happen, or you can kind of just process it and then have it to smoke later.
I'll just process it and have it to smoke later.
Okay, great. So I'll definitely say that the time you guys take, you guys get a good bundle of it. So say that you have a...
what would I put in my inventory for
you
that?
have we'll say... one of you guys would have like a pouch or something. So we'll say you have a medium-sized pouch, depending on how much you want to take, of what's called brushweed.
So one medium pouch of brushweed?
Brushweed, yes.
Now, can I keep the poisonous rosy smelling one?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what size would that be?
How much do you want to take? There's a lot of it around.
Probably just with it being super toxic and with those spores being like black like that, I don't need a big amount. Like so just something small. So maybe like a small vial of it, or actually specifically, can I scrape the mushrooms off of it and put those mushrooms in a vial and leave the plant behind?
Yes, I'll say roll, whichever one of you is doing that, roll a dexterity check for me.
I'm +1 dexterity.
She would be higher again.
Actually, I don't have anything for dexterity.
You don't have...
I'm +1.
Well, actually, technically, because you have the herbalism kit, you would be the one who would have to do this.
Okay.
So it works out anyway.
Yeah, it's actually good.
What?
No, you still have one more roll. You still got one more roll.
Oh, we're doing advantage?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
6. All right, so...
Okay, so I'll say you...
Let me get a different...
You don't really...
What was that first herb called again?
Brushweed.
Brushweed.
You don't necessarily know what this is, and you don't necessarily appreciate its lethalness. And so as you start to work with it, and as you start to scrape some of the spores, they puff up into the air. And you catch it right away, and so you kind of back up, and you're like, oh, I don't want anything to do with this. But because of that, you're stopped in the process of harvesting it. And so you have, I'll say, 1 dosage of fern spores.
Okay, so I do still collect some.
You have 1
spores.
dosage, yeah.
And no one got D20. No one got harmed.
Nope, everything's fine. It was just one of those things like in your dexterity check, you weren't being careful enough, and so it popped up, and you guys were like, "Oh shit, bail, bail, bail,
run away,
gotcha.
abort." Well, shit.
Can I investigate the area around?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I actually,
where the heck I am.
I want to look around as well. So let me help her with that.
What this is.
Yeah. So go ahead, the two of you, whoever has the highest investigation.
Investigation. I have -1.
I have +1.
All you.
So as the two of you guys kind of sit and start to investigate these different herbs, the two of them start to kind of
13.
branch out and
Reroll
look
for
around.
advantage.
13.
13.
Great. So you guys start to branch out and look around. As you guys get maybe about 30 feet from this, because you're in a clearing where there's kind of these trees all around you. As you guys start to get maybe like 20 or 30 feet away from this clearing, you realize that this forest is immense. You guys look and you guys kind of get up on this rock that's like a relatively 20-foot size like big limestone rock. You kind of get up on it and you can see that this forest goes for a very long time. But you also see that there is a river that is like maybe
Put him in the river.
not even a quarter mile off. That's like kind of descends into this kind of valley a little bit, but you can kind of see it because it cuts through the tree line, and you can hear it from even just the kind of distance that you've traveled away from the clearing. So yeah, but there's nothing.
Y'all.
Don't tell the druid.
I have an idea.
So, am I able to change into a bird to look up high and to survey the surroundings?
Absolutely.
Is that because that's one of my features, right?
Yeah.
Like that's
You shape change. Yeah, you can
I'll
just do
tell
that.
you, y'all.
Okay, so would I roll or?
No,
You just. So all of it. Oh, actually, roll 2 Constitution saving throws for me.
Constitution save. Oh, okay.
A D20 plus your Constitution, and then it'll be on your saving throw. So it'll
Yeah, so it'll be here. So +2.
+2. 9.
Okay, and roll again.
Come on, man.
13.
Not bad, 13.
Okay.
Better than 9.
So as you guys look around, this is actually a retcon moment on my apologies. As you guys look around and as this happens, you do notice that Arena Fett is not the same figure that she once was. Why don't you go ahead and describe what you look like?
So during most of our travels, I appeared as an elf, and so that's all you get. How most of you have known me, but I'm actually a furbolg. So I'm basically think of like a gentler Hulk-looking creature, basically.
Female.
But female.
She-Hulk.
Basically a She-Hulk,
Blue skin.
but very gentle.
And she just this. So she's got the exact same demeanor, and actually, like I said, technically this should have happened as soon as you guys came through because of the concentration it took her to maintain while she went through the portal. And so she would just be standing there, like her same demeanor, her same everything, but she's this massive hulking figure.
Who are you?
Oh gosh. So do I have to roll for concentration to like re-get that spell
Am I
going,
tripping
or?
right now?
Now you would just cast it on yourself, and you'd have to maintain concentration.
Okay, so yeah. Oh look, there's Elvis.
I don't know who that is.
then you should look and find out.
I have to see how
You should be quite intrigued by this then.
At this point, I can't tell if I'm high or.
you're just like rubbing your eyes. Like,
Did I eat those mushrooms? I don't think I ate those.
I'm like digging through my bag.
I just
like,
don't
where
say
are
anything.
they?
I just immediately like look down like, oh shit.
Man.
I'm just staring at you the whole time. Like,
Look,
not even really saying anything. Just
look.
You can if you'd like.
Oh, I can, but I don't have
You
to.
can be the one to be. You can be the one to be like, hey. By the way.
Oh, I want to yet.
I want to say this. We're up Schitt's Creek right now. We don't know where the hell we are, and
How
Let's
do
chop
the
down a damn
clothes
tree and
work?
make a
Right?
raft.
Did
God.
my clothes
just
rip
go
like
in
the
the river and just go
Hulk
through
do
the
when
woods.
like
I don't know, how does
Walk
your
through it.
how does your effect work? It really depends.
Are they magical? I'm sorry. Maybe it's the mushrooms or the herbs that we found that are talking. But I'm just curious, like the logistics of how the clothing works when you transform.
They think like Sailor Moon transformation. They just kind of appear.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say that in her disguise person spell, what part of her illusion is the clothes.
Yeah, so think like Sailor Moon, like they just kind of appear during the transformation. The new set
Neato.
of clothes.
But when you transform into like a bird,
Oh yeah, they just
Does it like leave a pile of
Nope.
clothes, or like
No.
they're just
Nope,
gone?
all your shit just comes with you.
Okay.
that's so dope,
Hey, how
dude.
about it?
Druids, dude.
all right.
Really
Yeah.
cool.
So back to what I was saying. We're up Schitt's
Chop
Creek
down
right
a
now.
tree.
So I don't care. I don't care
You
what
should
you are.
get in the creek. You've got like goblin spunk all over you.
I don't
Can we
care.
push him in the creek?
I don't care what you are. I just hope you. I hope you are still okay with us calling you Arena Fet, and I hope you stick with us so we can all get out.
Way to be politically correct, Chris.
And I need that. I needed that because I'm quite insecure about my Furbolg form. So you guys are technically, I guess, my closest friends now.
Wow.
And that's
Rush
how
me.
and that's how you reconnect friendships.
It's
By
about
having secrets.
it's about letting out secrets.
I love friendships that are built on lies.
D&D. What are you guys doing?
Can we chop down a tree and build a raft?
Oh well, I'm up flying, right? So
Oh, you transformed into a bird?
yes,
Yeah.
I did.
I'm honestly just like hanging out.
We should build a raft. So
This bitch turned into a bird and just
Like I'm
left.
out, like
They disappeared off into the forest, and I'm just hanging
You
out.
disappear.
We
Yeah, you
disappeared.
can definitely see them. They're only probably like 60 feet.
we're on the
They,
rock.
They disappeared.
they disappeared. Like
This chick's a furball. They're gone.
yeah. So
after
instead of turning into an elf, I just immediately was like, oh, and then I like poofed into my bird form and like went up.
Cool.
So I'm like up in the air.
you're
somewhere.
very fortunate. As soon as we got here, like they just went and did their own thing. Like,
Right.
I really just don't give a shit. Like,
You're just chilling.
Again, like I'm like seeing things. I'm like, did this girl really just turn into a bird? Was
Dude, did
that
anybody else see the bird?
Right?
Arena Fat? Like who's that bitch? Who is this bitch? And the sad part is, you were helping me. You helped me with herbalism. With
Right, like
herbs.
in that form before you even know.
Yeah, I imagine that's how it happened. Is she transformed? He was like, "Heh." She was like, "Heh," and then you didn't even notice.
I'm just now piecing it
You're like,
together.
wait a
I'm
minute.
So I'm just like, I just need some. What do I roll to like process this faster?
I'd say roll a sanity check. No, I'm just kidding.
If we do though,
It doesn't exist.
No, it
I
doesn't
guess
exist.
I'm
Don't worry.
insane.
Stop looking at your shit. Sorry.
We do
But
build
do
a
I
raft.
see anything in particular while I'm
Yes.
up there?
Roll,
Because I have a
roll
better
perception.
like a better viewpoint
Roll your perception with the
One
stats
d6.
of the bird.
of the bird, which
Depends on what bird you're turning into.
I don't have the book. So would that be animal handling?
Just a
or no?
robin, I guess.
Just
Yeah.
like a robin.
I mean, go
No,
ahead.
like like do an eagle, like an eagle, so I can like have the eyesight.
All right.
So go ahead and say, can you transform at your level into flying creatures?
No, you cannot. That's
No?
right. You can't turn into swimming or flying creatures yet.
Yet.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Wow.
Just become a giant mammoth or something.
But even then, that wouldn't be tall because
Or a
it's a
giraffe.
forest.
They have giant ass necks.
Not big enough.
can
Not
see
bigger
above-
than a tree line.
Or I could do a monkey so I can climb the tree.
Also,
Yeah.
challenge rating, I don't think you can transform into most of those creatures.
Right. You can only do small things like squirrels.
Ooh,
Then
do-
transfer
oh,
that-
that-
yeah,
yeah,
totally.
like a
Okay, cool.
squirrel.
Squirrel. I'm about the squirrel.
Okay.
I'm gonna transfer into a
Climb up
squirrel
that
then.
fucking
So you-
tree.
All of a sudden, you go from your like hulking form. She like looks at you and goes, "Why aren't you an elf before?" And she's like, and just like transforms into a squirrel. It's kind of like King Arthur, Sword in the Stone, like the Disney movie, where it's like you got a human face even though you're a squirrel. That's how I imagine it. And then you climb up, and you go up, roll percent. Go ahead and do +3.
Okay, 16.
Okay. You see that what a ways off. You're unable to tell how far, and it'll be to the east of where you are. You see that the tree line ends, and it becomes a long rolling hills as far as the eye can see.
Okay.
To the north is literally just forest. But you do see near the river a clearing with smokestacks coming up, and that's maybe a couple miles off to the north. And then to the west, you look and it ends in mountains that wrap up and around the forest, all the way up around the west, up way beyond the eye that the eyes can see to the north, where it just becomes like peaks, and then around again, kind of encompassing, like on the other side of those fields is probably more mountains.
Okay. Interesting. I'm intrigued by the smoke tonight. Okay, so I climb down, and I go hang out with Miss Pipey Pipe over here.
Who's just like, whatever.
You transform again.
Yeah, so I'm back to my elf form. Like, I transfer back into my elf form, and I'm just like next to you. Like, I move next to you. Like, hey, bud.
Where have you been?
Up in the trees, like you.
Oh, okay.
There's a She-Hulk here.
There's a She-Hulk.
You missed it. Yeah, like
And we don't know.
There's,
We don't
like,
know any of this information.
Bridget Banner or something.
Yes,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Oh, we
I
don't?
don't know
I
the
know.
name of She-Hulk.
Well, I just came down
she
from the
just,
trees.
she
Yeah.
hasn't told you guys yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was there and I saw it.
No, you guys saw the river.
It was
and
But
stuff like
I
that,
was up
and
higher.
She
I
saw
climbed
all
the trees,
that
so
stuff.
I had a higher vantage point.
Got it.
So I wanna tell her. I don't want to tell her about. I'm not gonna tell her about the hills, but I particularly want to. I'm mentioning the smokestacks.
Smokestacks, you say?
Yeah, precisely. I see some smokestacks.
Can I yell over and be like, "What did you see up there? Can you tell us?" I mean, we saw a
I
river.
imagine you guys are all kind of within relative close proximity. To
Yeah,
each
so they would
other.
basically hear, like, because I'm okay telling everybody about the smokestacks. Like, I'm intrigued.
So,
like, I see
I'm-
smokestacks to the north, so there's activity. afoot.
I obviously want to go check out anyone.
I knew it would pique your interest. That's why I
Yeah,
came.
you definitely. It looked like a small encampment.
I don't
That's
know if I
something,
want to go
yeah.
over there. Looks
They could have gold.
Smokestacks, you said.
They
To
could have
shreds,
gold.
you say.
The shreds, you say.
And the wife? To
shreds, you say.
So good.
But think about the riches that could potentially be there.
So I'm totally down for going to the
Nah.
north. Let's be honest, we pretty much scoured this area. It's gonna be getting dark soon.
Yeah,
if there's
it will.
smokestacks, that means there's
Civilization.
munchies and
Yeah.
civilization.
Somewhere to sleep, hopefully.
But we
And
have to
hopefully
get
indoor plumbing, since this one still hasn't bathed.
but we have to get this
It
forest.
was-
We're not
it
too
was-
far off from the
It
river,
was
though. We
towards
could
the
go
direction
there.
of the river. Yeah.
Yeah,
we
we
have
could
to go
stop
through
at
that
the
forest.
river.
Do you know what? We don't even know what's in the forest. We don't even know what animals are
Through
there.
the river and through the.
But
I
I'm
don't
good
know.
at But you have a very strong animal handler, though, so that's, I mean, a risk that is potentially not the worst.
Can we just
risk.
shove him in the river though first? Because he smells really bad.
You will draw attention to us if we
Yeah,
go
yeah.
into
we will die
Like,
in
the same
town.
smell.
Your stench.
Or because of my stench, I'll smell more natural than anything else here. We don't know the rules here.
Goblin guts is natural.
Maybe,
Yeah, we don't even
maybe
know
like
if
Ode to Goblin is the way they do
Yeah.
it here, guys. You don't know.
We don't know.
Goblin number 5.
Oh my God.
Bechamel. Jesus.
Oh, okay.
I
well,
vote.
Look, if we need to intimidate our enemies,
I'll go
I'll be
with
ready.
Dolce and
I'll go with
a goblin.
Dolce and
But
a
I'm not
Goblin.
Yeah,
the
Dolce and a
front.
goblin.
True.
Okay, but seriously, you're gross.
Yeah, so
Clean up.
seriously, can we just throw you in the damn river?
Oh my
The
god.
dwarf will not come down until you
I won't.
bathe.
I will not.
Alright, where's the river?
Okay, actually, hush. I would
Couple
like
hundred
to
yards.
roll a.
Can I pick up the dwarf?
Actually, no. Since I'm a weak person, can you roll a strength and toss him into the river?
Yes.
Well, you know, you guys are probably.
I'm pretty strong, too.
We are
You guys are a
over
couple hundred yards off.
100 yards away. Do you want to
Couple
try
Okay,
to
then
toss
I'm
me
gonna
that
yell
far?
forcefully. I'm gonna hit you in the head again. if you don't get in the damn river.
So you can try to grab him and like grapple him and then take him there.
Can I just punch him?
Can we all three try it?
I will go if we
Roll
can
attack.
all just settle. Like, you don't have to carry me. I will
She's already
go.
punching you.
Wait, what am I rolling?
Roll attack.
God
A D20 plus whatever your strength modifier is.
I've taken more damage from this party than anything else we fought.
From
20.
her.
I got 20.
Jesus, you got a natural 20? I was like,
Not a natural 20. That was not natural.
Technically, she got a 22.
Don't give her the sound.
18.
you
Wait,
get
four.
you take a point of damage.
Oh yeah, it's 18 plus 4.
Wait.
Yeah, no, it hits. It don't.
Yeah.
I mean, your armor class is what, 14?
Yeah.
Now get in the goddamn river, please.
Yeah. Keep making it.
I literally said before you rolled, I will go if it gets the party
I just
into
wanted to
the
punch you.
river.
Yeah, Karnak was really like, yeah, no, I'll go take a bath.
Can I roll to see if there are any creatures in the river that could come up
So
and
do you guys want to head
yeah.
towards the river?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay, good. So as you
I'm
guys...
just in the back, like.
I'm thinking of like Snow White, like the animals like
DM.
coming up and like cleaning
Yes,
him,
Karnak.
like, against his will.
I wish to attempt to pick up the dwarf.
Okay, roll and...
Why are you obsessed with picking the
So-
dwarf?
Right, honestly, I'm gonna kick you again.
If you're gonna keep
Roll an opposing grapple check, because I'll say that it's happening while you're watching.
What's the opposing?
So it'd be strength or dexterity, which is ever higher for you.
Strength.
Which is definitely strength,
4.
yep. So then go ahead, and actually technically it'd be your athletics, which you're not proficient in, but that's what you'd be
plus
rolling.
5, plus 4 in athletics.
Great, so it's that plus, whatever you roll, plus 4.
11.
And then for you,
15.
because you don't get to choose because you're grabbing,
I have
so it's
15.
athletics.
Okay. Oh, so it's athletics.
15.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You can use acrobatics if you're evading, but not if
11.
15.
you go to try to grab her, and she just like she does like that like she flex moves. You're kind of like, huh! She's like, and she's just gonna like break your hands off. You're like, damn it! You find yourself with nothing.
So you
I'm
know,
going.
Grabbing at women, Chris, and this wouldn't
Right,
happen.
I'm good. Stay in the back of the group now.
So you know how there are the fish in the fish tank that like eat the algae and
Yep.
like stuff like that. Like I want to roll for
Yes.
my animal handling to see if there's anything that lives in the river that would come up and just like start cleaning him like
So
sporadically.
as you're like sitting there thinking about what sort of guppies might exist in this strange forest you find yourself in, as you guys continue to walk on, the grass is like nice and long, but obviously there are grazing animals that come through here because it's not overgrown.
I'm hungry.
There are. Go ahead, roll a. You do you want to look for food?
I want to eat some meat.
Well, can we eat when we
I'm
get to the
hungry.
town?
Yeah,
No,
yeah, that'd be
you know,
nice.
I haven't eaten in how many hours?
You have no idea.
Like, honestly, I want whatever animal is there.
Who knows
That's
how many
a cow,
hours?
whatever's easy to
Yeah,
kill.
there is no grazing animals around, but you can tell by the sign of the
Oh,
of the areas.
can I roll to see what they are?
Yeah, roll. You want to
See if there's any
investigation to look
tracks,
for
like
animals.
survival
tracks.
Well, you want to look for tracks. Or you want to look for animals.
Oh, tracks.
Okay, roll for survival.
-1.
Go take a bath. Give me food. I
Oh,
cannot
shit.
win with this dwarf.
I'm vegan.
5.
Not that it's relevant. I just wanted to.
I just want everyone to know
I got
Because I'm
5.
vegan.
because that's
In case anyone was curious.
I like
I also do CrossFit.
Aurelia, every day I do CrossFit and I eat vegan. Just letting everybody know. And organic.
5.
You hear like and you hear like ooh, you hear like and not necessarily owls, but
Not
you
like
hear like
growling.
you don't see anything.
Okay.
But you do hear them. They're around.
They're around.
They're around. So as you guys continue to walk, you do hear a different sound. You hear what might be a musical instrument, because it sounds like an animal at first. It sounds like a bird, but then it keeps going and it has like a rhythm like. Doo, 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 doo.
Oh,
it
guys,
like
there's a
ocarina,
terrible sound. We have to
perchance?
go investigate the sound and
Is it
not
an
take a bath.
ocarina,
Let's go.
perchance?
You're already in the river.
I don't know. Go ahead and roll an
She didn't
investigation.
into the river.
Yeah, I would like to see where this noise is coming from.
Yeah, me too.
Shit. So that was a 6.
You can
Getting
tell.
better.
You can tell that it's coming from in front of you, but you're able to discern that it's not natural. Like it's obviously something that's coming from off in the distance, but you can't really see. But it is coming from in front of you, closer to the river, towards the river.
Can I investigate?
Go ahead, yeah.
Maybe I'll get something better. 6. Oh, shit.
Idiot.
3.
I'm kidding. You're not an idiot.
So if I
Wait,
were
it's
to,
not in front of you. It's to the right.
To the right.
if I were to like transform into like something like a cat, like something that has really good hearing, like an animal, would that give me advantage when investigating?
Certain creatures would. Yeah, it really depends on the creature.
What about like a panther? Because they have like really like intense like hearing.
You can't turn into a panther, but a panther would have that. Also, I think wolves have what's called keen scent.
So can I call out and see if there are any wolves around that I could speak to about the area?
You can try.
Yes. Okay. So that would be my animal handling, right?
She summoned the rats last time.
Kill one of them and eat them?
No.
Well, you have
Do not touch my wolves.
You'd have to call. You'd have to call to them because you haven't seen any wolves.
Okay.
I like
and then
how
once a wolf came to you, you could attempt to talk to it.
All right. So this turn would be just calling out to see if there are any.
Yeah. So I'll
around.
say if you want to try to roll a nature check, and I'll say this is you trying to mimic the wolf call.
Okay.
I like how you're hunting animals, but we have a druid in the party.
Nope, it didn't.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm hungry.
You say,
I'll eat whatever I want.
"Ow, moo, ow, moo,
You start talking like Dory, trying to communicate to whales.
ow, moo."
Come up on some cows.
And everyone's just like looking at you, like, "What are you doing?" And you're just like, "Shh, shh, shh."
No, I got this, guys. I got this. Let me try
You
again.
see a bunch of wandering cows coming in.
Some wolves might be on their way.
Well, there's your little get 'em, guys.
They hear something dying.
Moo.
Kira goes and hides behind
Whoever's playing the enemy, what the fuck's
Like,
going
hates
on
it.
over there? God.
When animals just like hate noises and they're just like, "Oh," you just go back. I'm like, "Oh, make it stop."
Well, that didn't work, guys.
Or did it? You don't know. You don't
Well,
know.
if there are any wolves, they'll be
You
here
think
soon.
it was like really good.
Well,
Like I'm about to.
if the person ahead is hostile, they know we're coming.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, the ocarina, like the noise, like the like sound stops, and then you hear like,
It's like echo.
like it starts back up again. Do you guys venture forward? Do you guys keep venturing forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't go in the river, did I?
No, you guys are maybe about 100 yards from the river still,
Gross.
but you're getting close. You can hear it. It's, as the sound gets louder, you see in front of you a blonde-haired individual wearing very simple leather armor, who's sitting with his hands clutched, looking like he's making like bird sounds with his hands, playing some like whistling into his hands essentially, and it's making this beautiful noise. And as you enter the space, it's another one of those kind of clearings. Where there's these like large rocks that sit right next to the river, and that's essentially what he's sitting on. And do 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 do, and
Are you sure we're not
you
tripping?
see it. And this
I
is
don't
when
know
you
about
ask.
you, but like I'm questioning what's happening.
And
right
that
now.
question is doubled as all of a sudden around him from the ground you see balls of light just pop up and start to fly around in circles and like maneuver around and it almost sounds like
That's
like,
some dope magic he's got going
and
on.
the music stops and you hear what sounds like small pattering. And
Is he playing for fairies or pixies?
doo, 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 and he starts up again.
It's like the Pied Piper.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
That's so.
One question.
Are these fairies evil?
Can I walk up to him?
Like we have to see what language he
One
speaks.
question. What color is he?
He's in green robes. Like, well, his arm, he's wearing leather armor, but it's like green, and he's got a green cape and a hood that's up.
He's not a druid, is he?
No.
No, we.
No.
You know who it, yeah.
I know.
You wanna walk up to him?
I
I
want.
would like to approach him and speak to said person or attempt to.
Oh, I know.
As you get, you step into the clearing a little bit more, and he stops playing, and he looks over, and he spots you guys. And he goes,
You'd be good to speak.
Before he spots us, can I do my invisibility? Like, because I'm wary of new people.
yeah, so we'll say that as he's playing, you cast invisibility as you see her walk forward. So you, know,
Okay.
you stand there invisible.
Because I don't want him to know
Let's
that I'm.
push
Mark
you
that off on your
towards
spell
said
slot.
person because we know
Your
you'd be
your
best
feature.
at
and
that.
you step out in the
I'd be
clearing,
threatening.
and he looks over you, he goes, "Hello. I've never seen you before."
We've never heard you have a voice before.
And he looks over and he sees you as well. He goes, "And then another new one."
Hey, what's
Ah!
You step in as well.
Yeah, sure.
And a dwarf?
Wow, rude.
And he just more seems like, it's not like, oh, it's more like he just seems really
Is
astonished.
he like fascinated?
Yeah, like he's standing like looking at you guys like really, really intrigued. He goes,
Don't
could it be?
don't be scared. I need a bath.
He smells really
And he like
bad.
looks at you and goes, friend, you do.
Thank you, sir.
It can't be. I thought she said there before.
She?
I'm sorry. Let me introduce myself. Hello. My name's Link. And as he takes off his hood, you see this pointy-eared elven individual with a beautiful face, with this like kind of short blonde hair that falls along his side. And as he takes off the hood, you see that he's got a very beautiful bow strung along his side, as well as a very beautiful sword in his hilt.
Boyfriend.
And he looks at you and says, "It's wonderful to meet you. It might sound strange, but I think I've been waiting for you."
I get that a lot.
Oh, honey.
What happened? Let me tell you.
How did the wait is over.
I want to know how this guy got, or how we got here. What happened?
Yeah, where are you from? Where are we?
Oh, my village isn't far from here. I come here from time to time to play for my friends, and as these balls of light approach you guys and get closer, you see there's very small people. They're like teeny tiny people with wings that are just like, and they're just like buzzing all around him, and he kind of like puts his hand up, and one like lands on his finger for a second, and he sends it
And then
off.
he eats him. And
He bites him like in Labyrinth, and he's like, ah!
As they come forward, since he doesn't know I'm
you
there,
just
can
see
I
a
just
little
like
heart
snag
pop
them all?
And they're like,
I'm going to
Can I like start snagging them because they don't know I'm there? So like one will like be like, no, I'll be just like, dude.
do you want to try to grab one?
I'm smacking them.
Go ahead and roll a
away 'cause they're annoying
dexterity check
The dexterity check.
to see if you can grab one of them.
I want to see if I can grab one. 19.
Actually, yeah. So I was gonna say roll with advantage just in case you get a nat 20 because they're unaware of your presence.
Okay, so that's 19. Yeah, so
We're
19.
gonna keep the 19.
So yeah, you kind of approach and you see them. There's only like 3 of them flying, and you're like in the group, and all
I
of a
just wanted
sudden
to be so
you guys
good,
don't
they
know
don't
where
even,
she
like,
is.
see.
Like, and then all of a sudden you just see one of them like, and you hear like a scream, like, oh, let me go, and Link all of a sudden looks around. And he goes, what is that? And he like starts to kind of freak out. He grabs onto his sword and he pulls his sword out. And as he does, it rings out with this like, like almost like glass breaking. It's this beautiful but also really scary sound.
did you
and he
do?
stands there, battle stance, and he goes, get behind me, friends.
Son of a bitch!
I wanted to talk to the little
It's
person.
Do you say that?
No.
Okay.
I just want to stay silent. I've already moved to like the other like behind where he is, like because he can't see me.
Well,
so,
you
like,
can see the thing in your hand.
but not if it's like
glows.
enclosed. What if I put it in like I guess I have a pouch or something, right? So like what if I like put it in my
Do you
pocket?
want to try to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as you take it out of the air and boop, he's gonna try to swing wildly at this
Oh, you will be
invisible figure in
You'll
front
be
of him.
gone.
So he's gonna roll with disadvantage because he has
good
no
God.
idea what he's talking. So that's gonna be a 14. What's your armor class?
My armor class is 16.
Can
So-
I try to stop him?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he
What can
swings.
I roll? What can I roll
Well,
to
he
try
just
to
swings
stop him?
wildly. He's like, ah! And like at that point, yeah, you put it in your pocket and you run around and you can stay whatever you want. You can do whatever you like. Do you want to try to grab him? Do you want to try?
I don't know.
Verbally stop him. It's up to you. Because you want to try to grab him, for example, it'd be in athletics. And if you want,
Ew.
and if you just want to try to like,
Don't you have a freeze spell or something like that?
I feel like I do.
She has something that slows them down, but it hurts at the same time.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt him.
so
Okay,
as he
okay.
swings the second one, he
I
goes,
just want to verbally try to stop him. So
Okay,
what
what do you say?
I just wait. Just calm down. Wait, we're missing a person. We're missing a person. She might be here. She's a druid. Like,
and he kind of like stands there at the ready. He goes, a druid. That it is you, but a druid would never hurt a woodland creature.
she's I promise. I can assure you, she's not trying to hurt anybody. She doesn't
Purely
harm animals.
inquisitive.
She was hungry.
No, shut your mouth. Shut your ignore him. I'm like doing the fucking Christmas thing. Like I'm just
And this
like.
is when I speak up and I'm like, that is inaccurate.
There she is. Look, she's here. Look.
Do you
she's
appear
real.
yourself?
No, I don't want to appear because
Okay.
I can't use my power.
But
against
you
my
hear
voice.
us.
If
You
he
hear,
like
right?
looks,
But
so
he
he
hears me.
looks
He
over.
hears,
He,
hears my voice.
okay.
She's just curious. Just curious.
Just doing me
Hey,
fun.
hey.
Can you?
Have you heard of indicas?
Yeah, I'm more of a sativa guy.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, try this. Calm your nerves a little. Like,
Do you mind letting go of my friend? she's very sensitive.
Please let the pixie go.
My apologies.
And you let it go, and she kind of like she gets up and she's like,
but it was gentle. It was gentle the whole time. Yeah, I knew it's a
for sure. And
she's
Question: can I use investigation to figure out this guy's age?
You can try.
Yes.
You can try.
Oh!
Don't hold your breath of the wild. Terrible.
What did you get?
1.
That one. All right. He is guaranteed 100% 25.
at least.
No, no, like you're like. This motherfucker is 25. Moving on.
At least,
next question.
Well, at least he is of consensual age because we have 3 beauties here who all are interested in him.
Even though he's an elf, so
I'm
he's
not
like
interested.
25 is like 4.
Not just anyone.
Yeah, he's like a child.
Yeah.
Don't be gross.
Is what you think.
It's young
Can
one.
You are 100% sure he's 25 years old.
Okay.
Can I roll?
I still want to have a Wind Waker
I
issue.
kind of want to know, like, I kind of want to know, like, more about him. Like, I want to know, like,
Go ahead and roll an insight.
if he can really, if he's deceiving.
Go ahead and roll an insight for me.
I mean, do you remember what the guy told us?
Oh, 2.
I was wondering if anybody did.
I did.
A 2?
Yeah.
I mean, he seems like a straightforward guy. I mean, you haven't really met him, and he seems very on edge
You don't
because of what
remember?
was just happening. But yeah,
Can I remind them?
absolutely.
Remember, this is a challenge, and we were told that only we can trust each other. Everyone else will try to harm us.
Him. I already don't trust him. I haven't from the beginning.
That's why I immediately went
So if
to
seduction is
I
your
don't trust
choice,
nobody.
go right ahead.
Well,
That may be a
I
tactic.
want you to try to remember everything that he said.
Didn't he also say only 3 of us would make it through?
He said, "Yeah, I'm not going to remind you what he said." Actually,
No, he did. He said only 3 of us would make it through.
Go back and watch Fusion of the past episodes.
Say we kill off the
Okay, here's an idea, Link.
Yes.
So we noticed some smoke clouds.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's your village off to the north. Is that where you're from?
Yeah, it's not far away.
Do you mind taking us there? We just need a place to rest our heads, eat.
I would be very, very happy to do that. Actually, our queen would love to meet you.
Actually, that would be great.
I would like to meet your queen.
What's your
very
queen's
much.
name?
Before we meet your queen, as of no disrespect to her, could you please point us in the direction of the nearest bathhouse so that we may rest up and our friend may bathe, and so that we can kind of get like a game plan together before we meet
yes,
your
there's
queen?
there's a location.
We've been traveling for quite a while.
There's a location in the village where you can absolutely find a place.
Perfect. Could you please bring us there?
Of course. Of
Do
course.
you know how
we
long
go.
the travel is?
Should only be about 30 minutes. It's not far.
While we walk, can you explain what you meant when you said you were waiting for us?
I
Yeah.
will. And perhaps better for Zelda to tell you. Come with me. And as you guys start to leave the clearing, you guys hear the sound of the fairies flying back into the clearing because they left after the situation. They're flying right towards you guys.
Bless you.
And you see Link all of a sudden grab onto her sword. He goes, "Oh no! Be ready, my friends!" And you guys hear in the bushes as the fairies move. You see the grass, and you see like some shrubbery start to rustle, and you start to hear like the sound of like branches being moved and tangling around. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna go ahead and
I draw my dagger.
I'm dodging out of here, man. Wow.
I'm still invisible, so I'm in pretty
You're
good standing.
invisible.
I'm
Your
gonna go
dagger's
ahead and
drawn.
ready my wand.
That
Yeah, I'm gonna take
wand
my
is
hammer out. My hammer's out.
Hammer's out. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Roll what?
Initiative.
Shit's getting real.
Roll what? Okay. So, you guys start to hear this rustling noise, and so everyone go ahead, roll initiative for me.
Oh shit.
Okay, we'll go ahead and go around the table. So we'll start with Karik.
12.
To Karik is a 12.
So what do I add?
Arena Fed. It'll be your D20 roll plus your dexterity.
Plus
Or
dexterity.
right there.
Oh, plus okay. 7.
Ooh. Aurelia.
4.
4.
So it's your roll plus dexterity, right?
Yes, ma'am.
12.
12. All right.
Look, we're going at the same time.
Oh shit.
Okay,
I mean, I'm the tank, so I guess I should take charge, right? But
I mean, I'll get there
I
before
be the
you.
first to die. Yeah.
Arena Fet, you had the 7, correct?
Correct.
Interesting thing that I learned about D&D is that you're actually always supposed to give the player choice. So even if you tie with a bad guy, technically player has decision.
That's interesting.
Whereas sometimes what some DMs will do, including myself, who has the higher dexterity, that's who goes first. But for a point of strategy, you're supposed to give player advantage. So that's something good to know. So you guys can communicate and change if you guys want to.
If you'd like me to go first, I will. But
Yeah,
I want you to make the decision.
No, you're gonna go first in the dangerous area.
Okay.
I'm too smart to know that this area is
Okay.
fucked up.
Well, don't worry. You only hit me once.
Can happen again.
Luckily, Link is in front.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh,
but
that won't be long.
He just rolled natural ones.
Link did? What?
Wait.
Wow, quite the legendary hero you are.
He's not. You don't know shit about this guy. He might just be a regular fucking ocarina playing dude. You have no shit.
You're right. You're a pansy
I love
ass.
how I called it as an
No,
ocarina.
you're like, is it an ocarina?
And you were just like, and then you almost slipped
I
up.
almost
You were
call it-
like,
I almost call it
you were
ocarina.
like, guy playing whistling.
The
in his
whistling
hand.
noises. So you guys hear this rustling, and they appear. These 3 serpent-like creatures, but they're like a bluish, kind of purplish, and they have a ring underneath, right where their head is, like maybe like 3 inches below their head. And they're not very large, but they are like, by comparison, they are like smaller than a boa constrictor, but like larger than a rattlesnake.
Probably just has like a ball python, I would imagine.
Yes, exactly. Like if it stood up next to you, it would be about your height. It would be taller than you. Big snake.
See, I'm glad you're going first.
And they kind of roll in, and you kind of just hear this thing.
Oh, good. That's a natural
I'm
noise
wrestling them.
that snakes make.
Anyone hear that?
And
anyone hear those
at
noises?
that moment, the first one is gonna advance
Link.
forward, and it's gonna attack Link.
Yeah.
And he's gonna run up, and he's gonna go, ah! He's gonna kind of try to swing his sword up, and the other one is gonna move forward 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's gonna also attack Link.
Just kill Link, please.
So they're gonna make 2 attacks.
Oh no, Link's getting hurt.
I'm just jealous because there's another dick around.
And both of those are going to hit. And as you see both snakes go and bite into him, he's hiya, and he kind of just like kind of reaches his arms up, and you see the blade again just like shimmer in the sun. And as he kind of reaches back down to grab onto his legs,
Wait, he's trying to swing a sword at snakes that are biting him. What is it?
well, no, he's like bringing him. He's bringing his sword up so he can swing down the next chance. And you watch him kind of like hold on to his stomach for a second, and he looks over at you guys and goes, oh, "Careful, they're poison."
Oh, good.
I'm not allergic to it, so that's good.
Okay, Karik or Eker, you guys are up next.
You want me to go first?
Sure, why not?
All right. Well, it looks like the party has come to Link and everyone else. I see a stranded snake. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'll go there.
Okay, so as you approach it, it like whips its head around you super fast.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm used to dragons, and so you're nothing to me, snake.
Okay,
all right.
attack it.
Yeah, I sure do with my dagger.
You better try to.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. 21.
Ooh, yeah, totally hits.
Hell yeah.
Hits really hard.
Sweet. So 4 damage.
All right. So you swing. You're using your dagger.
Right.
So you kind of slice down in the dagger and you cut into it. And
Is it gone?
no, it's still standing.
Ah, all right. Well, then I would like to punch it.
Okay, so then you decide, like, as you swing up with your right hand, you come down with your left hand to try to punch it.
I punch the snake.
Punch that snake.
13.
13 does not hit. As you swing and you hit it, you actually do make contact with it, but you realize it's got a very dense hide.
Well, fuck.
All right. Well, that's kind of all I got for right now. So I'll end turn.
Okay.
I have a question.
No.
Yes.
With my war hammer, can I attack 2 enemies at once with it? Because I do have bludgeoning damage and I have that extra power.
You got a thing. Your
Yeah,
maneuvers.
unless it says that you can attack 2 people at once.
You can, okay.
You can.
You got a maneuver for that.
I do?
You do.
What is it?
Sweep.
That's your turn.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay, Eager, you are up next.
Wait, so what's the is it the maneuver?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She
I
has.
mean, my battle axe was just 2. No, just kidding.
You have a maneuver that allows you to attack enemies next to each other.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
It's not
Battle
commanding,
Master.
it's not commanding strike, is it?
If you don't have it, if for some reason it's not there, I thought that's what you picked
I have
up.
commanding strike, sweeping attack. and
Sweeping
strike.
attack, lead
Sweeping
it.
attack. Okay. Cool.
All right, so you want to
Well, I
move?
love killing things.
Okay.
I really want to kill both of those because
Okay.
they're
All
fucking
right,
annoying.
So you would have to get around to the other
Yes.
side of Link here.
Yes.
Let's
What's your
see.
movement?
1,
5,
2,
10, 15,
3,
20,
4,
25,
5.
30. What's your movement?
My movement is
5, 10, 15, 20.
She'll get an attack of opportunity.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, she would get attack. Your speed is 25.
25, right?
So you can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, but this one will get an attack of opportunity on you. Because you're
No, I don't
entering
want
its
that
combat
then.
space.
And then I'll kill one, I guess.
So then, yeah, so you can go 5, 10, 15. Or actually, no. You'd be fine because you're not leaving its combat space. You're fine. You're totally fine.
I'm fine?
5,
Cool.
10,
Fuck
15,
yeah.
20, 25. Because you never left its combat.
And I'm
Right.
looking at Link like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm gonna kill both of these motherfuckers.
All right,
Perfect.
sweep attack.
Swing that axe. Or swing that hammer. You're going to use your new hammer?
Yes.
So you guys see this massive hammer that she grabs onto, and as she picks it up and swings it, go ahead and roll for attack.
Ah, fuck.
4. As she swings it, the back of it, where you see these like circles of rune energy, literally pulse like a rocket cannon. And as she swings it, it like kind of gets out of her hands as it does the swing for you. And so you swing it with full force, and then it kicks in behind you, and it's too much power, and so you just miss. You just gave it too much because you weren't expecting like the force of this.
And I can't do it again.
You have a second attack.
Oh, I do.
don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can try again.
Cool.
Oh no, not that level. No, you'll get it at next level.
Yeah.
You're level 3. That's right. Sorry. It's your only attack.
So I can't use the bludgeoning damage or any of that.
That'd be if you hit it,
Okay, but I didn't.
but you did not.
So now I'm just standing there. I'm going like, what do I do now? Can I do any other things?
You don't have any bonus actions, so no. Your movement's done. Yeah, that's it.
Can't get out of the way.
You can't move anymore.
I can't use action surge or second wind.
You could use your action surge if you wanted, and you wouldn't use second wind because you haven't taken any damage.
But action surge I can only use for my one move.
You only use it once every long rest.
Yeah, so you could use it and then try to attack again, but you'd only get once per long rest.
This is a really small encounter.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Just gonna stand there and be like, whatever.
Okay. Arena Fett, you're up next.
Okay.
Help
So,
You're still invisible.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm behind that
no,
rock for
actually,
cover as
speaking
well.
of that, just so we can remember that.
Wait, do you have damage? I'm sorry, I was plotting my next move.
Do I have damage?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
no.
should help you.
If you
This
want
is
to
you,
help
right?
me, I didn't take any damage.
No, I'm right
Yeah.
there.
That you are invisible.
Okay, cool.
I didn't take any damage, but if you want to help a girl out, there's 2 against me.
I mean,
Alright.
it's
Link
2v2.
is-
It's
Actually,
2v2.
it's 2v2 right now.
And Link isn't really doing much. Poor guy. Poor guy.
He hasn't
I
gone
don't-
yet, so.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to move because like I'm kind of a little bit behind that rock, so like I'm invisible and I'm behind cover, like just to be extra. So like I don't really want to move,
Okay.
but I definitely want to do.
These snakes will never see it coming.
Right.
But
That
better safe
invisible
than
girl
sorry.
with half color
Okay?
took me out.
Yeah, they could have crossbows.
But I do want to use my thorn whip to try to get one of them off of Link at least.
You can absolutely try.
Me, of course.
Okay, so I would roll maybe right.
Okay.
18 and is
Plus
that
5, yeah.
plus 5, so that's 23.
23 definitely hits, yeah.
Okay, so and then that pulls it closer.
You're absolutely right.
10 feet, correct?
Right next to our good friend.
So this one right here, you pull
Girl.
10 feet to you. Boom.
Yeah.
And she's
And then is that the end? 'Cause I
You,
didn't move.
you, no, you also get to. You also do damage.
It
with
does damage to it.
Oh, damage, and then
Yeah,
which
spells
one?
damage. Make one. It takes 1d6 piercing damage.
All right.
Yep, and it's straight the die. 1 damage.
One damage. Okay.
To be fair, it also ran to that rock.
True, I did. No, it didn't make it to the rock.
It was like.
I was like, how did I get here? Because it didn't even
tried.
see me.
Yeah, literally.
I tried for
It was just kind of like.
When did I?
He's just staring at me like pissed off.
And all of a sudden looks at you. And luckily
all
it's your
Link
turn.
Well, in that case,
But I was trying to save Link. Like, I don't
I'm
want
going
him
to
off.
cast Shadow Blade.
Okay, keep in mind, any spell that you is it because Shadow Blade is a melee spell attack? Does it say on there?
It says, I weave together threads of shadow to create a sword of solidified gloom. It lasts till the spell ends. It's a simple melee weapon.
Great, never mind. You're totally fine. So that's an action, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So you conjure your energy and you kind of hold onto your pipe and like forms out of the smoke this like crazy. What do you want it to be, a sword?
It is a sword.
Yeah, it's like kind of like smoky, like kind of a ghoulic.
Yeah, like it basically like appears in the air, and I just reach up and grab it out of the smoke and pull like basically a dark sword out of like
the smoke. Yeah.
Much appreciation from behind the rock.
Thank you. So
Good job.
it deals 2d8 psychic damage
Perfect.
on hit, and it has the finesse, light, and thrown properties of the 2060 range. Obviously, I'm going to use it right next to me.
So because it's finesse, you can use your dexterity or your strength, whichever is higher, which is baller. So go ahead and roll a d20 plus whichever one of those modifiers is higher, and let's see if you hit.
I have 0 in both.
Okay. Well.
So I'm just going to roll a d20 and hope.
Roll a d20 and roll super high.
I knocked a tree over and I rolled a 1. Can I have a do-over?
No, you do not get a do-over.
Damn it.
So
The
as
presentation was perfect, but
as you grab the sword, you're just like, that was fucking tight, and you're like kind of too stoked on the fact that you did it, and you just forget to attack. You're just like,
I was like, this is fucking dope.
Hey guys, did you see that?
and then all of a sudden you're like, ah,
I didn't even expect this.
and it's
I just confused him more, and I'm just like,
it's like when you like talk to your cat or dog, and there's like.
if anything, like he's just at this point the snake's just confused.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
That's actually.
Haka, dude.
He's not so confused that he runs away, but he's very confused.
He's kind of like, he's like, what the fuck, you idiot? I'm gonna bite you.
I'm gonna bite you next. You can
Please don't.
move if you'd like, but
Yes,
if you
please.
do, it'll get an attack on you because you're leaving its melee range. Other than that, you have a bonus action if you have any bonus actions you'd like.
Okay, pardon?
So, as an action, you summon the weapon.
Yeah.
And as a bonus action, you try to attack. Because is it a bonus action to try to attack?
It says casting time 1 bonus action.
Oh, so it was a bonus action to summon, action to attack. So you have your movement. You can move if you want, but keep in mind, if you move away from that creature, it's going to snap at you as you try to leave.
It gets a free attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so fuck, and I can't like roll to attack or anything.
You already tried. Yeah.
So you said I do get a bonus.
No, because I was confused about what your spell was. Your bonus action was to summon the sword, and then your action was to attack the creature.
So I just did it backwards, basically.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't really matter. You can do it in any order you want.
I mean, honestly, like if I don't want to be attacked, but like fuck, hold on.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Leaving melee is that catch because it's like, yeah, they might attack you now, but then you're not there when they attack you later.
But fuck. I'm upset. I'm trying to find the frost thing.
What did you roll again?
I rolled a fucking 1, my dude.
Sorry.
I literally summoned a sword and was like, cool. That was it.
You stared at her.
Honestly, like I can't do shit anyway. I'm just gonna chill next to this snake guy and hope Link just saves my fucking ass.
Perfect.
Too.
And
At this point, that's all I can do because I'm not gonna run away like a bitch.
And it's his turn, and he's going to
Turn around and save the damsel in distress.
he's gonna
Save me.
stand here. He's gonna turn to the first one, and he's gonna swing down and attack.
Thank
at it.
you.
That is going to hit.
Thank you, Jesus.
So he's gonna roll.
I'm just sitting there like,
3 points of slashing damage.
doing the work for me.
Then he's gonna look back and he's gonna see you and say, "Oh no!" And he's gonna disengage. He's gonna take an attack of opportunity by disengaging from the creature.
Oh, he's taking a free hit to try to save you.
Which misses as it snaps at her, and she kind of turns and goes, "Sat!" And he goes to swing down the second attack down on the other snake. Ooh, it was almost a natural 20, but that also is gonna hit. And that's going to do 9 points of slashing.
Wow.
9 points of slashing
Thank you,
damage.
Link.
Nice big damage. And that's going to be his turn, and he's just going to...
No, then why do I have it as not? Yeah, but it's nothing right here.
Because you didn't fill it in. We go that. Yeah, dexterity plus 4. There you go.
It wouldn't matter. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered because it would have been a 4.
Yeah.
I know.
All that means is I would have just held it closer to my face.
Yeah, you were like, Gah!
I was like, hey, look what I just did. I showed it to the second. I was like, I did this.
How cool is that? And it's like,
That's just impressive.
And at this point, this creature, the one that's in front of you, looks really weak. Like, it looks really fucked up.
Too bad it's not my turn to attack.
No, actually, it's now their turns again.
Good.
This one is gonna attack. This one's gonna attack you. This one's gonna attack you, and this one is gonna attack.
Probably the one who hit him. Yeah.
Wow.
So let's roll some fucking dish.
Right.
All right. So garlic. That is absolutely gonna hit you because that is gonna be a 21.
Oh my god.
Arena Fet. Oh no, the second one's for you, Eker. That one's gonna be 17.
Oh god.
So that's gonna hit you. And Link, it's gonna be a
You better save
14,
me.
and so it's just gonna hit him as well.
How much?
I'll tell you that in 1 second. All right, so you guys take all 3 of you guys, correct? Or both of you guys, because you both failed. You guys both take colic. You take 8 points of piercing damage. Eker, you take 6 points of piercing damage.
So my hit point maximum is 39.
So now it is 33.
33.
Jesus, Jack. That was
Jesus.
that took long time.
I wouldn't even be able to do it.
I then need Constitution saving throws from both
Just
of
to
you.
verify, since we did the long rest, we were
Yep.
at full health before this.
Before
fight
this
started.
happened.
Okay.
Yes,
So
yes,
that means
yes.
I'm still currently at full health.
You guys were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got punched in the face.
I need taking the bath.
I need both of you guys to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
All right.
What? Okay, so my constitution is +5. So then.
That's good.
Okay.
7.
Ooh, yeah. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Great. Okay, so yeah, you feel it as it bites into your leg. You're like, oh, that's not good. But you're able to flex and kind of grind it off.
I want to
And you're
review.
immune
I
to
know what
poison.
these
Oh
are.
yeah, I'm immune to poison.
I know what these are.
Oh, well then, yeah. Do you?
I do.
So as it bites into you, you feel
Oh my
this
god, is this Abra?
It's Ekans.
Ekans?
Is it really?
Yeah.
and you feel this pulsing
Abra.
burn in your body.
No, what's Ekans?
So if it has
Arbok.
poison,
Arbok.
I'm
That's what I was
immune to
thinking.
Yeah, these are
Yeah, but you
Ekans,
didn't.
though.
You succeeded on the
No.
save, so you don't.
Oh, so
you're
I'm not-
affected.
That's why he was so impressed with my sword trick.
Yes, exactly. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of poison damage on a fail.
Oh.
Well, I'm fine and dandy over here.
Yeah. So,
I may need a little.
I'm working on it.
I was gonna say that was a big chunk out of you right there.
Am I high in real life when I just confused Abra for Arma?
Okay.
Look for the spoons.
Karik and Eker, you're up again with each other. So
Did
you
you
guys
just ask
can
what the spoons are for?
No, I said look for the
Tap on
spoons.
your
look
knees.
for the spoons.
For your.
That's Alakazam.
Oh, it's true. For Ankadabra.
Oh, wait, so what am I?
All right.
And Kadabra. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay.
Where-
So,
My mind was just going everywhere, you guys. Okay.
No,
too many references for you.
no nerd culture is safe. I'm just gonna let you guys know that right now.
Sweet. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to. God. I really hope you heal me soon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attack this creature. Attack this Ekans with a dagger.
You gonna try?
And that's not going to happen.
What'd you get?
8.
Yeah, you swing the dagger and you are this time you're kind of you're like confused and off balance from him trying to attack you, and you're kind of just still feeling the effects of the poison, and so you swing and you just swing wide.
Okay. I would like.
This one has definitely taken some damage. The one that's over here is very fucked up, and this one over here is also like these two look the same, and this one looks like.
I know, but. See, the gamer in me wants to be like, I need to step back a little bit and bring this guy towards my friends. But playing my character, he's going to be like, no, I'm not going to lose to this fucking snake. So I'm going to attack, I'm going to unarmed strike him using my bonus action.
That's the right play.
16.
16 hits.
Alright. 5.
5 points. Nice, man. You slam into him and you punch him right in his face, and he's like, oh.
Yeah, fighting's super effective, right?
Cool. Iker, it's your turn. Is that wait? That's bonus action. You don't want to move?
No, I wish not to move.
Great, thank you. Iker, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna try and hit that thing again.
You gonna hit that, Mariah?
Hit that.
Are you trying to get it to face you?
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to get him to stay on that square.
Oh.
That's all.
But I also just noticed something.
What's that?
It's
supposed to be just like a snake.
When I was reading it, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty neat.
Come at me, snake! I am unarmed!
Oh, where'd it go?
Like doing a round of fisticuffs with a snake.
Basically, that's what's happening over here.
Put up your dukes!
Arena, you're up next. Just be ready.
Alright, yeah.
It's like what they say when like sharks come at you or something. They're like or a bear. They're like just punch
Punch
you
it in the
face.
nose,
Yeah.
right? When you're like, yeah, fucking right.
Yeah.
First thing that I want to do when I see a fucking shark coming at me is punch it in the nose. Like,
I mean, I was gonna ask for his autograph, but alright.
fucking die. I'm just gonna be like,
Bonus action.
I deserve
Counts
this.
as one of these, right? No.
Okay.
What's up,
Just
Iker?
kidding. Just kidding.
You gonna try to attack it?
Like,
Yeah.
Like my
Roll that
healing
dice.
word
Let's
is
go down.
So
Yeah,
that
but
doesn't
still,
count.
it still costs it.
Ooh, 12, and
Anything
then
under this.
strength. No, my hammer.
Oh no, you're using your new hammer though.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
but I rolled 12, so
Okay, so plus whatever. What's your new hammer? Does it have any modifiers on it? No, right? It's not a plus anything. So then it would just be your strength
it's
modifier.
The bonus is +4, and then I have the one oh, just kidding.
Yeah.
Just +4.
So 16
Yes.
totally hits. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you have to roll for
Down,
damage.
bitch. Oh, for damage? Same, okay. No, wait. My D8, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't. What's the weapon?
Hammer deals an extra 1d6 force damage. On a fail, they are knocked prone. Take 2d6 fire damage.
Okay, so you're
1d8
doing your
damage.
regular 1d8 plus an extra 1d6.
Okay. Wow. Where's my 1d6?
Wow.
Is this my d6? Okay. So both?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Cool beans.
It's a big fucking hammer.
You hit?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
7 and 1.
So and then plus your strength.
Plus my strength was 4.
Okay.
So
No, the 2.
what?
The
Plus
2.
this.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, but my strength is 4 right there.
That's for saving throws.
That's your saving
oh,
throw.
so 2.
Okay, so
go.
7, 8, 9, 10 points.
Yeah, 10.
And that's the one that's okay, right there.
Fucking facing me.
You slam into it and you literally just and you just like turn it into Gallagher. I mean, it's just you swing it up, and this time you're ready for the momentum. So you bring it up, and at the apex, you feel the arconic kick in, and it's just like.
So I demolished it.
Oh, it's gone.
Yo, I killed one of the snake things. You're
It's
welcome.
super dead. Okay,
It's super dead.
I'm gonna clean off my
It is
weapon.
not
though.
it is jelly.
I'm gonna clean off my weapon. Have a good time fighting.
Arena,
Bye.
you're up.
Okay, so first I'd like to use my bonus action, my healing word,
Okay.
to heal Chris.
Okay. In
But
Espanol.
not me.
Correct.
I always think about it. I never took Spanish or any like foreign language, but I always like think about that when I'm at the D&D table. It's like
10
in Espanol.
So heal me.
Say the magic word.
Heal you.
That
So
does
that's
not
just,
go there.
It's a D4,
D4 plus your spellcasting modifier, which is +5.
which is this, right?
Yes.
Correcto mundo.
D4 plus 5.
How many health? How many do you got right now?
12.
Wow.
9.
9 points of healing. Great.
9.
Oh, sweet.
That's
So
big.
that was one. Oops, sorry.
Was that
Like another
you?
point.
Why is it every time there's someone throwing a friggin' pencil at me?
My bad. So that was my bonus action, and then I want to move. I'm still invisible, but I'm gonna move one space so that I'm out from the rock, but I'm in front of that.
Yep.
That, and then I want to use my primal savagery cantrip
All right.
to melee the fuck out of it.
All right, so you step up into space, and it literally has no idea that you're there. It's still like looking over
Looking
at
at
her.
Link.
Yeah, it's like still looking at Ariella, like kind of checking out her sword, like they're like having like a
He's
weird
like
little
this
conversation.
soldier from Link beating the shit out
Yeah,
of
it's
him,
like-
and now me and the snake are just like, I'm
Like
Talking.
good buds.
like, are you alright, man? Like, he hit you pretty
You look
hard.
like you could probably like use to get smashed by my invisible friend right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you're dying.
Eka.
So that's just 16.
And Link is just like, what the fuck is going on?
These things are evil.
Oh, what are you doing? I'm just hanging out, man. What are
I
you
saved your
doing?
life.
What are you doing?
It's a D20 I roll for that, right? No, it's a D10.
I'm a strong,
Because
independent
you're seeing if you can
high
hit
elf
it.
who don't need no link.
I don't need no like my own independent half
So you're
elf.
rolling to
I
attack.
High
or
elf.
Snake on my
Oh.
own.
I'm attacking.
I am
Okay.
royalty,
Okay.
remember?
So, yeah, so
I forgot
it's
you're pure
this.
blood.
It's your roll plus 5.
Plus 5,
Yes.
so 21.
I'm so
That
snooty.
100% hits.
Okay, so now you roll 1d10.
1d10, which is this one, right?
No, yes, technically, yes.
Yes?
Go for it. I'll just do the math. 3.
Do the math as in take away
No,
the
this is-
0.
Yeah,
No, this is the D10.
that's a d8.
Where's,
No,
do I not have it out?
this is a 10. That's a 10. It's just
So 3.
yeah, it's like those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can do a 100 roll.
Okay,
You roll
gotcha,
them both
gotcha.
together. Okay, roll for damage. Definitely hits.
The 3 was the
The
damage.
3 was the damage. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's
So
acid
you-
damage.
So you slam into it, and it like it all of a sudden like thinks it knows where you're at because it kind of like wibbles its head over. And you slam into it, and you see like its kind of bluish skin like start to like melt away, and it isn't dead, but it is like it looks like
Like a pie. It's like a
it
puddle.
wishes it was dead. Is that your turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
Okay.
That was my action, bonus action, and movement.
Okay. Link is then gonna take a swing at it.
You're skipping me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It is your turn.
You still have your
She still has a
super
sword.
dark
Yeah.
sword.
I do. You're still looking at it like, oh, I just fucked
And
up.
right.
And you can do
yeah.
+3 to that roll.
Okay, so I want to use my fucking sword to hit this bitch.
So as he like as the snake like looks over at your invisible friend, you get like kind of jealous because you're like, we were fucking having a conversation right then, and so you just like so go roll an attack.
So I roll my d20.
D20,
Yep.
yeah.
Plus
Plus
3.
Yeah.
So is that a 6 or a 9?
That's a no. You have to go by the dot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, 9.
So it's a 9.
Just
So
misses.
it's a total of 12.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you swing down the sword, and it's like so close to death that it's like kind of convulsing sporadically. And so as you swing down, it like moves out of the way, and it looks over at you like,
How could you?
"Eat you,
Wait, you didn't say Ekans?
eat you, high elf." I mean, Eka.
Wait, can't you understand these creatures? Like you can talk to all animals racially.
Well, it says that I can't, like, I can, they can understand me, but I can't.
She can't understand,
Understand
unless she
them.
speaks commune with animals.
Yeah.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Word.
Now it's Link's turn, and he's gonna look at you, and he's gonna say,
The creatures can understand me.
"Stop talking to the snake!" And he's gonna swing down and try to attack it.
Return.
The first one's gonna miss, but the second one's gonna hit, and he's just gonna sigh, and he's gonna like slam down.
I hope he's just as good fighting these things as he is the clams.
He's dead.
He did.
As he slices him in half, and just like literally the snake just gets severed in 2 pieces, and you just see its head. Just...
Are you gonna use this book?
Cool. Top of the round. This
Oh, there's still another snake.
this
Yeah,
creature
that's
is the
one
only
way.
one
It
left,
doesn't even attack.
and it's going to shift this way.
Whoa! I will totally.
It's not out of your range. It's just shifting. It's not leaving your main lead. And all of a sudden, you're gonna hear it go,
Don't you?
and its back, its tail starts to
Can I
rattle.
fucking kill this thing?
I will wear you if you try
Is
to
he
leave.
calling for
I
more?
need everybody. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh Yeah.
What do we roll for that?
It'll say it'll be the smaller box above your stats.
No, I meant, is it the
D20? Yeah, D20.
17.
Well, fuck.
17. 5.
16.
16.
16.
16. Okay, so you guys are all hearing this rattle, and it's like thunderously loud. But you guys look over, and you're like, what the fuck? You're like, it's kind of like confusing and strange. But then you see Eager, and you feel this fear in the bottom of your stomach that is like nothing you've ever felt before. Like, this creature is the most terrifying creature you've ever seen in your life. You are currently frightened, which means that... I'm sorry, hold on. Which means...
Did he cast Scary Look? Like,
it's called Rattle.
No.
You are unable to do anything on your action except for run away from this creature.
Can I run away?
Well, it's top of the round, and you were going first.
Someone kill it already.
yeah. Don't worry, I got it.
So roll for
The
attack.
last 2 times.
So on your turn, that's what you have to spend your turn. You're like literally just like, like it's like.
All right, dagger time.
Okay.
Through your freaking head, man. 12.
Please kill it.
Doesn't hit. Again,
You're useless. You are useless.
The rat says the girl is frightened. So the rattle's just shaking, and it's kind of moving its body in this weird serpentine way, and so you can't
Punch
hit
it.
Try to punch it.
Punch it.
Punch it.
18.
18
There
does
we go.
hit.
Yes.
Alright.
So I guess that's your strategy from now on.
Just punch it.
Just a game of fisticuffs.
God damn it. 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay, so it's still standing. I mean,
It
it looks like it's on the inch of life.
Wait. I'm not gonna let this thing get away from me. I gotta show my...
Do you really have to have the last kill, dude?
Yes.
What did you say? Anyone who's played League of Legends knows.
Yeah. Alright. Since it looks like we're going to be heading to a nice little place to relax and stuff like that,
Just kill it so we can move on.
I'm going to use I have to
You
use a key
still
point.
need a bath.
We
Does
promise
his stench
we won't
scare
taunt you if
the
you
snake
kill
away?
It
it.
seems actually to attract them.
Key.
Kill it now.
I'm doing it. Shut up. Everyone shut up. I'm using flurry of blows.
He gets nervous when people look.
22.
Thank you.
It misses. No, I was kidding.
That
6 damage.
Yes.
Take them out.
And as it opens its mouth, you punch it right in its mouth, and its fangs curve back and like hit its top of its mouth, and you just like punch it like through its throat, like cartoon animation style, and it's like a hole comes out.
Oh my god.
It's called arm thrust, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And we are out of initiative. Great
Yay,
job, guys.
boy.
Very
Good
well
job,
done.
guys.
Very well done.
Good job. We all came away.
Cool.
I
Good.
got to kill
I mean, literally, like you and I are unscathed. I just got high and showed off a magic trick to a snake.
I guess
The
I don't even
snake-
know I'm there.
like one
Cool. All right. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you can join us for the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Much more to come. Stay tuned. Log out.